Hi everyone. I've had a couple students mention to me that they're having a hard time getting past the Replit initial screen. And what I've noticed is that Replit has changed significantly and rolled out some new functionality since I've used it. I just used it not too long ago over the summer. So I wanted to show you how to get past the initial screen and offer some alternative IDEs for you to work with. So sign up if you don't have your account set up already. You're going to need to create an ID and a password. So let me go ahead and get in here. And then right here, so this is the screen that I'm talking about. So it continuously puts you into this loop, forcing you to use what they're calling their new agent or AI functionality. So when you click on Create App, it just keeps bringing you back here, which is really frustrating. So to get past that, you want to choose Developer Frameworks here. Now, I have other programs developed, so it is pretty I can go in through that way, but start with Developer Frameworks and then choose your language, C++. And it is completely not intuitive here, but you want to choose Remix. And Remix allows you to create a new REPL. So rename it up at the top, your name. And then use framework. And now what it'll do is it will open up in this window here that allows you to start coding. So if you find yourself in this workflows window, I mean, there's a couple different ways I'm sure to get around this, but quite frankly, I'm still figuring out what they've done. But right here on the far right is this Open Files. So click on Open Files and you can go to main.cpp and they give you that default program that I showed you before. And again, you should go in and make the changes. So if you watch the other video, you know that I would recommend aligning your open and close curly brace. It makes those recommendations, which are a little bit frustrating. But then right here, we want to use the standard namespace. And again, this will be more clear as you start module 2, but that eliminates the need for this notation here. Okay, and we do want to add at the end the return 0, and so it gives you the hint. You can tab to accept. And now once you have this, you can go ahead and run your code with the play button right here and watch the results in the console. And there's the result. So if you have an error, for example, if you miss a punctuation, this will generate an error. So if you run without the punctuation, it highlights it in red. And then in the console, you'll see your error, and it does make that little suggestion, expected a semicolon after expression. The one thing I wanted to mention, and this is out in Brightspace, is in Module 1, I teach this course face-to-face as well as computer science too. And in the classroom, we use different IDEs. We don't use the online unless a student is unable to use the one I recommend for whatever reason. So it is in here. Let me just scroll down. Right here, optional course material, other C++ IDEs and compilers. We use Dev C++ in the classroom. This runs on Windows. It's very simple to use. It's really lightweight. It's a simple download. I have instructions on all of that here. So I really do recommend this. If you're using a Windows machine, you'll just find it so much simpler than all of these little things that Replit seems to send you into. Another alternative, so if you're using a Mac, you won't be able to download Dev C++. I do have another online compiler that I found, and I'll put the URL in the Module 1 folder. It's this online-cpp.com. I'll show you what that looks like. No need for an ID and password setup. You can just choose a new file. It'll ask you what you want to name it. So let's say you wanted to name it Scarpelli1, add file, .cpp. And then right here, I'm going to get rid of this main that was in here before, right? And here you can go ahead and start coding. And so you have your book and all the samples in your book that you'll be able to see what needs to happen here. But I'm going to pause the video and finish this program so that I can show you what the result. Okay, so I just finished typing in this code, and I just want to show you what the experience is for running it. And then here is your console or terminal that they refer to, hello world. And so you can resize whatever you need to do. If you want to download, there's a way to share code. I haven't found a way to download a file yet, but you can simply click on share code when you're turning this in. You can give it a name, so I would just name it again. Right, and then generate share URL. And then this way you can copy, and in Brightspace you can paste the URL. I'll just show you how that looks on my end. So let's say, for example, I'm just going to throw it into a blank email just so you can see what it looks like. Right, so I get this URL, and then when I click on it, it'll open it up in a window. I can, goodness, there it is, right? So shared code, and I see your name, project 1, right? And then I can go ahead and run it. Okay, so that's another alternative. I'll put that out in Brightspace as well.